From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast with Wish TV's Kylie Conway. A Wish TV News 8 update.
Hi, I'm Kylie Conway, and this is your News 8 Daily 8 for Thursday, July 20th. Active weather returns for our Thursday. It's going to be an unsettled day with on and off showers, some storms, just that miserable, hot, muggy air as well. This morning, that scattered activity will be here, and then it's going to happen again this afternoon with the potential for strong to severe storms in the afternoon and evening hours. Highs are going to be in the upper 80s with heat index values reaching the mid to upper 90s at times. And we are following breaking news this morning. One person is dead and another person was taken in for questioning after a shooting this morning near the American Legion Mall in downtown Indianapolis. IMPD says that officers were called at 6:50 this morning on a report of someone shot at the intersection of Pennsylvania and Walnut Streets. That's on the eastern edge of the American Legion Mall, a few blocks north of Monument Circle. Officers arrived and found a person who'd been shot. The victim died, according to IMPD Public Information Officer. One person was detained. IMPD has not confirmed if that person is a suspect. A large section of the American Legion Mall is blocked off now with crime scene tape. Anyone with information is asked to contact IMPD Homicide Office at 317-327-3475. To South Bend, also breaking news we're following. State police say a man is dead after a chase across the Indiana-Michigan line ended in gunfire. Police say they started chasing a red Kia in Niles, Michigan around 8:30 last night. The chase entered South Bend, where the suspect hit a police cruiser deploying stop sticks. Police say the suspect then got out and ran toward the St. Joseph River. That's when shots were fired. Police haven't said if the gunfire came from the suspect, the officers, or both. Police say officers found the suspect dead near the river. An autopsy is set for tomorrow in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Citizens Energy Group says water service is now restored to people living along 25th Street after a water main break. It happened at 25th and Park in the Martindale-Brightwood neighborhood. The break yesterday morning caused a massive flood between Keystone and Wheeler. Water levels reached knee-deep. Neighbors say it flooded homes and damaged vehicles. George Shepard tells News 8 he was driving to a doctor's appointment when he got caught in the flood. He says a 10-year-old boy helped pull him to safety.
The water current just came up and just took my car. I mean, just literally lifted my car up. I had to climb out the window, okay? Because the water was at my doorknob, all right? And when I stepped out the car, I slipped and went up under the car, and he had to help me back up.
Citizens Energy Group says it will take some time to determine what caused the break.
I've done everything I could to give them every chance I could.
From ITMate, dozens of people in Johnson County say they're fighting to get their insurance company to pay months after a tornado ripped through the area. One homeowner tells ITMate she's suing State Farm for failing to pay for damage. Malia Vandeveer says she and her husband bought their house 25 years ago, have always paid their premiums, and have never filed a claim for damage. Vandeveer says State Farm stopped responding to her a few weeks ago.
So I'm not sure why I'm being treated as if my house is any different than anyone else. But there's a lot of people in this neighborhood that's saying State Farm is giving them the same thing.
Vandeveer says she plans to file a homeowner complaint with the Indiana Department of Insurance. State Farm says it is committed to helping its customers. A statement from the company to ITMate says, with any claim, State Farm seeks to provide our customers all benefits to which they are entitled within the terms of the insurance policy. As part of our commitment to our customers, we welcome additional information that may help us identify any applicable benefit under the policy. Also from ITMate, the man accused of killing Libby German and Abby Williams in Delphi will stay at the Westville Correctional Facility. The special judge in the case rejected a request to move Richard Allen. Allen's attorneys argued that Allen's living conditions are comparable to those of a prisoner of war and have led Allen to a physical and mental decline. The judge says Allen is being treated more favorably than other inmates. In the ruling, the judge says Allen's incarceration at Westville is reasonable and necessary to ensure his safety and to prevent serious bodily injury to himself. Allen's trial is scheduled for January. And happening today, Vice President Kamala Harris speaks in Indianapolis. She's delivering a keynote speech at the Delta Sigma Theta Convention downtown. Today's event is a social action luncheon. Organizers say TV host Joy Reid will give closing remarks after Harris. Our multicultural reporter, Katira Winfrey, will be there. You can catch her stories about the event and the vice president's comments today on News 8 starting at 5 and, of course, wishtv.com. A new storm has scattered medicine around part of North Carolina. A twister hit a major Pfizer plant about 45 miles outside Raleigh. Parts of the roof were ripped off. Officials say no one is hurt, but the wind tossed thousands of pallets of medicine around the property. The National Weather Service says the twister spun off winds of 150 miles an hour. Officials say the storm injured at least 16 people. The storm also shut down part of a major interstate for more than an hour. One person in California hit the billion-dollar Powerball jackpot. Powerball says someone in L.A. matched all 6 numbers in last night's drawing. The jackpot is worth an estimated $1.08 billion with a cash value of $558.1 million. Powerball says this was the third largest jackpot in the history of the game. A new two-way bike lane is coming to Indianapolis. It'll be on 22nd Street between Dr. Andrew J. Brown Avenue and Capitol Avenue. It's part of the larger 16th Street and Monon Trail connectivity plan. DPW says construction will start this summer and end in the fall. National praise for 2 local film festivals. Movie Maker includes Heartland and its sister event, Indy Shorts, in a list of the 25 coolest film festivals in the world. Indy Shorts is happening right now. It started Tuesday and runs through Sunday at the Living Room Theaters in the BottleWorks District. The Heartland International Film Festival returns in October. The Women's World Cup kicks off with a win from co-host New Zealand. New Zealand beat Norway 1-0 in the opening match of the tournament, ending about 5 this morning our time. FIFA says more than 42,000 people were there, an all-time record for a Women's World Cup match. Australia is the other co-host, and its team is taking on Ireland. Australia is currently in the lead, 1-0. The U.S. women start play tomorrow. The final major of the men's golf calendar is also happening now. The Open Championship teed off early this morning. Royal Liverpool is the host course. Matthew Jordan hit the opening tee shot. He's played the course since he was a kid. Tee times run through about 4:15 this afternoon. Christo Lampret is currently leading at 5 under. And to business headlines, Netflix added nearly 6 million new subscribers in the last 3 months, almost 3 times as many as analysts expected after clamping down on households that were sharing their passwords. However, strikes by both the Hollywood actors and writers unions that could impact its future slate of original shows and movies. Netflix also scrapped its cheapest ad-free plan. The $9.99 a month basic plan is no longer available for new customers in the U.S. Apple stock popped briefly Wednesday after a report said the company was developing its own AI large language model internally. Apple has an internal foundation for AI called Ajax, and a small team of engineers have built a chatbot that some call Apple GPT, according to the Bloomberg report. AI bartenders that recognize regulars could be the future of dining. Experts say AI could transform the hospitality industry. Someday it may be able to recognize people and order their favorite drinks and food. It could also automate restaurant bookings. 1 in 5 student loan borrowers face monthly payments of more than $500. Credit agency TransUnion says payment shock will be exacerbated by car loans, mortgages, and other new debts taken on by many borrowers during the 3-year pause. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 for Wish TV. I'm Kylie Conway, online at wishtv.com, and like us on Facebook when you search Wish TV.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast with Wish TV's Kylie Conway. A Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go. Connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.